Truth lay with delight in error's passionate arm. Error is there, truth is now like, see how horrible this thing is. Truth lay with delight in error's passionate arm. Gliding downstream in a blithe glided path, she edged her way with a magnificent light. She edged her way. See, truth. She stands here for truth. Ray her way with a magnificent light. Means the truth is there, but then there is a lie behind it. She is entering into the inner countries, in the subconscious, and the truth is getting a lie they receive. Here in life's nether realm, all contraries meet. Truth stares and does her work with bandaged eyes. Well, truth is not able to see herself. And ignorance is wisdom's pattern here. Ignorance is what is supporting all things. You see how terrible this description is, how horrifying description is, you see here. Truth stares and does her work with bandaged eyes, and ignorance is wisdom's pattern here. These galloping hooves in their enthusiast speed. Galloping hooves. This phrase appears 3 times in Savitri. Galloping hooves, you see. Now, he is describing how Savitri is entering in the country, and she is nearing what is called the dangerous intermediate zone. The dangerous intermediate zone. She is entering into the dangerous intermediate zone. See, if you don't have proper discernment, protection, understanding, then you can get totally lost. And once the soul is trapped in that intermediate zone, it can get totally lost. That can be written off from the record of things, you see. Could bear a dangerous intermediate zone where death walks wearing a robe of deathless life. So death is there and you are entering in the dangerous. See, this is a very dangerous kind of. In fact, what happens is when you are entering into the inner countries, and if you don't have proper understanding of things, then you feel very attracted, you feel charmed by that thing, and once you get charmed and you get trapped in them, you are totally lost. You are totally lost. Like it happened in the case of Hitler. I mean, he was completely overruled by the Lord of Nations, and he had completely lost his own sense of things. So, you are trapped in the intermediate zone and there is no escape at all from that kind of a thing. It's a very horrible situation. So the description is so terrible, you see. Could bear to a dangerous intermediate zone where death walks wearing a robe of deathless life.
Yes, I wanted to ask you, what is this robe of deathless life? What is it?
Death walks wearing a robe of deathless. See, death is presenting as if he is the deathless life. Death is presenting himself. He is making a wrong presentation of himself. Death is horrible, death is a killer, that kind of a thing. But to you, he is presenting, he is beneficent, he is helpful to you. He is putting on that kind of a robe and presenting himself to you like that, you see. He is putting on that robe, you see. Wearing a robe of deathless life, life which is beautiful, which is acceptable, to which you are yearning for which you are yearning. So he is presenting himself in that garb, as if he is the beneficent to you, you see, like. Or they enter the valley of the wandering gleam. You enter into, you keep on, in the subconscious region, you keep on traveling. Or they enter the valley of wandering gleam. When captives or victims of the specious deceptive ray, souls trapped in that region never can escape. See how terrible situation this description is, this one. Once the soul is trapped in the intermediate zone, is following the wandering gleam, the false gleam, then you are gone. You are totally lost. It is only the great power of the Guru who can perhaps protect you. So when you are doing sadhana, then if you done only under a great Guru, then only you get the proper protection from him, you see. Now, this description in Savitri is such that if you really remain in the atmosphere of Savitri, you are automatically getting protection also. You are really not going into the wandering gleam mythology. Whence captives or victims of the spacious ray, souls trapped in that region can never escape. See, this is a very terrifying description. Very terrifying description. But it also provides you the protection. Agents, not masters, they serve life's desires, toiling forever in the snare of time. Their bodies born out of some nihil's womb. Who are these agents? They are born from the nihil, from the shunya, from the nothingness, and their bodies born out of some nihil's womb, ensnare the spirit in the moment's dream, then perish, vomiting the immortal soul. So they swallow the soul and they vomit the soul out like that. See what a terrible description this one is. See, these agents, they are swallowing the soul and they are vomiting it out. You see. Now this vomiting the immortal soul, this is a terrible description, macabre description, very powerful description also, you see. Out of matter's belly into the sink of naught, you see. Yet some uncaught, unslain can verily pass. Those who have protection, those whose soul is alive and kindled, they are protected here. Or when there is the grace of the Guru, then they are protected. Carry into image in their sheltered hand, pluck knowledge out of the error's screening grief. See, now he has described here the terrible scene. At the same time now, he is giving consolation. Yes, it is like that, but then there is also something else. You see, there is also something else. Carrying truth's image in their sheltered heart, pluck knowledge out of error's screening grave, break paths through the blind walls of little self, then travel on to reach a greater life. So this is the power of Savitri. He is giving you a terrible picture, how in the wandering gleam you can get lost completely. But then, yet some uncaught, those who are safe, whose psychic being is alive for them, all the strain passed her and seemed to her vision sight, as if around a high and voiceless isle, a clamour of waters from far unknown hill swallowed its narrow banks in crowding waves and made a hungry world of white foam, hastening a dragon with a million feet, again, a dragon with a million feet, his foam and cry, a drunken chant, a din, tossing a maze of darkness into God's sky. Then smiled again. You see, he is the picture of the dragon, and then he smiled again. You see. Then smiled again, a large and tranquil air. Savitri is witnessing all that. Blue heaven, green earth, partners of beauty reign. See, this is the whole point, how he has kind of balanced both the pictures. You have got a very terrifying picture on the one hand, then there is the picture of beauty, of green lines and all that thing. Then smiled again, a large and tranquil air, blue heaven, green earth, partners of beauty's reign, lives as of old companions in happiness, and the world's heart laughed the joy of life. All now was still, the soil shone dry and pure. Through all she moved not, plunged not in the vain wave. Savitri is moving. So this is the power of poetry, of Savitri. This is what I am trying to say. You have on the one hand a picture which is terrifying, which can really shake you up completely, but then at the same time there is the picture of beauty, of joy. So the power of word which is there, it is holding simultaneously both. Yes, the life is very ugly here, but then there is something very beautiful also. There is something in you which is trying to go to the beautiful also. So that is the thing which you always see in Savitri. The phrases galloping hooves, the phrase galloping hooves appears 3 times in Savitri. The galloping hooves or the unforeseen event, 11.38. That is the first occurrence. Those galloping hooves in the enthusiast speed, this is what we are seeing just now here. and hardly can you hold the galloping hooves of sand, 140.81. Now the word hooves alone appears 9 times in Savitri, and the word galloping appears 4 times, you see, in Savitri. So the galloping hooves is a very powerful image kind of a thing, and he is using in both the senses. Now, this is the picture of Savitri's encountering the forces in the inner country, the subconscious. She has to travel to them, and she is there.